Dr. Raquel Show. My name is Dawn Boxell, and we are back for another round of information. We are going to be talking about part 3 on the lock and key to weight loss resistance. So I want to kind of explain to you and connect the dots on how detoxification can play a role in your ability to lose weight, and if you are struggling with some weight loss resistance, you might want to look into why you are not detoxifying well. And that can go into, just the genetic makeup of you. And that really does play a role in how everything kind of plays out. So let's kind of talk about just basics of detoxification. Now, we know that our body does this naturally for us. They are not capable of doing their job without some intercession. Our genes are, what we are given. We don't pick those. But the genetics that I talk about, any of my content that I talk about, these are low penetrance genes, and these are genes that you have the ability to make change. So you can influence these genes that I talk about, and it can change your ability to lose weight and to improve your health. Those high penetrance genes are not going to be impacted by our diet and lifestyle. Low penetrance genes are, and those are the ones I'm talking about. So when it comes to detoxification, it's all about the liver kind of doing its job. But let me show you where it kind of can get hung up based on our genetics and why that matters. First, so we have, our liver is going to take the toxins that we are exposed to and that our body naturally makes. So endotoxins are something that can be made from the end products of metabolism or bacteria. So those are made in the body. Exotoxins are things that are not made by the body. They come from the outside, or our environment. Those are things like drugs, ag chemicals, so those are things that put on our food, food additives, household chemicals, and anything microbial that kind of plays a role in toxins. So our body is presented with these toxins daily. It's just a natural process. So in phase 1 of detoxification, guess what? It does require very specific nutrients. So this is where, I talked about in part 2, the importance of vitamins and minerals and those cofactors. So if you are missing these, guess what? You are going to impair the detoxification that's going to happen by your liver. So riboflavin or B2, niacin or B3, pyridoxine or B6, folic acid, B12, glutathione, branched-chain amino acids, flavonoids, and phospholipids. All of those are required for phase 1 detox to happen. So then phase 1 happens, so it takes this drug, this medication that you are taking, and then your body is taking all of these nutrients and breaking it down. And kind of the intermediary stage is actually when it has highly reactive substances. So this is when some of these toxins, they sometimes can take those toxins and break them down. They are highly reactive substances, and they are more toxic in their state. So then that's when phase 2 kind of picks up, and that has some additional required nutrients, amino acids like N-acetylcysteine, glycine, taurine, glutamine, cysteine, and methionine. All of those are going to be required in adequate levels for phase 2 to occur and happen. And so then what happens is your body then takes it to waste products. And then that's kind of where it dumps into phase 3 detox, and it's eliminated from your body by different ways. And that's either through bile in your feces or the stool, by the kidneys in your urine, and by the skin from sweat. So, just sweating and exercising is one way that you can help promote detoxification. So, what's kind of the ideal scenario when it comes to detoxification? Ideal is phase 1 is slow, so you would want this process to be slow so that it can effectively do all of its jobs. And phase 2 is fast, because as it's creating these highly reactive substances, you want phase 2 to start quickly so these substances are not damaging. They're not doing more damage now because they've been left too long. There are ways to go around with those very specific things that can help you get to the same end result and help phase 2 work efficiently when you are missing this. So that's one example of, your body, your genetic makeup impairing this detox pathway. As we talked about on the previous videos, the lock with the lock and key, the gene is the lock and the key is the cofactors, or the vitamins and minerals. And this really kind of shows you the key to locking or unlocking a gene, or activating or silencing a gene, is making sure you have adequate of these required nutrients. And any of these amino acids, it's going to play a role in your body working correctly. So I'm going to give you one very common example that's used because this one is so powerful. In general, estrogen are produced by fat cells. So if you already have some extra weight, then your fat cells are making more estrogen. So it's making it harder. And then estrogen inhibits the ability to access fat stores. So say you were exercising and you have high estrogen levels, then it's going to make it harder for your body to tap into those fat stores to burn for fuel. So now you're not going to lose those fat stores because of this extra estrogen that you have in your body. So poor estrogen detoxification leads to a decrease in your ability to lose weight. Hormones in general can drive inflammation, which will also decrease your ability to lose weight. So you got to figure out, so the whole process, with this lock and key to weight loss resistance is really identifying those areas that are maybe not functioning, they're not optimally functioning. It really can focus on your appetite genes, your weight loss, and your weight loss resistance genes, and your ability to lose weight and burn calories. It's into exercise and what type of movement you should do. It's just super powerful and really kind of breaking down you. It is your personal roadmap to identifying how to maximize this whole weight loss surgery process.